UMP ka Congress na Shillong Parliamentary Constituency, uba Vincent H. Pala, ula ther ya ka Sorkar Pdeng, kabayalam ka BJP, kabale bom Suidniew ya ka Jingdawa jang kipadba ka jala Meghalaya. Habakren mentagas ni ha Parliament, halor ka jingkren ka President, uba pala ulomba, ka yeng dorpathawaan ka jala Meghalaya. Kaladap shim ya ka rai wan pentrikam ya ka inner line permit, bat kumju ban itho ya ka Ktien Khasi bat garo haka Khyrwit bapra ka riti sensar kari lasans ne menta hendrai ka Sorkar Pdeng ka klem le AA ula krenru halor ka Suidniew ki surok ba haka jela bat kumjo ka jingjelai jong drugs ubawan rung na bar hadu ba kumpalai hadu 100% ki samla kilangat hauni ukinja bat kade ka jela ka bujurpa ki nong di drugs haba nu jor bat ka jingken hakari ka batang iway 0.1%.
The Honourable President also talked about education in the Northeast. She failed to mention about the ambitions and aspirations of the people of Meghalaya. The Khasi language and the Garo language, which has been decided unanimously by the Legislative Assembly of Meghalaya 5 years ago, that this should be listed in the 8th schedule in the Constitution of India. The BJP has made false promises during the election, but till date, this has not come to reality. So the people of Meghalaya are still waiting and being fooled by the central government. So I demand from the government that the Khasi language and the Garo language should be included in the 8th schedule as per the aspirations of the people. Then only the education for the people of Northeast and the process should be started as soon as possible. So another very important thing, tribals, be in the Northeast, be in any parts of India, they feel insecure for their jobs be taken away. In Meghalaya, my state, in Manipur, they have demanded for inner line permit. Manipur, the government has given the inner line permit. Whereas in Meghalaya, a consensus has been taken in the floor of the House by the Meghalaya State Legislative Assembly. But till date, no action, no decision has been taken by the government of India. So the people of Meghalaya think if they don't take a decision or they don't take a decision, I think they are not competent. Therefore, the youth of Meghalaya and the people of Meghalaya are losing faith in the central government. So I demand that a decision on this issue should be taken so that the people's hopes and aspirations will be fulfilled. Another very important, the Honourable President has mentioned about roads and connection and connectivity in the Northeast. The National Highway number 6, which connects between Assam and Meghalaya, as I'm speaking today, almost every week, 2-3 days, there's a jam and blockage. Every week, at least 1 or 2 people will die on the road because of accidents. The road is in very deplorable conditions. We have written to the Honourable Minister, we met him, we thought that to expand, to widen the road, but no action has been taken, not even repaired. Therefore, I think it's very important for the government, central government, to take action on these issues. Until and unless we have a proper road connectivity, a proper road, good road, and good conditions of the road, I will not be able to develop. And the connectivity for the Barak Valley especially are going through the National Highway 6. So another very important, the drug abuse in the Northeast. As I said, because of the porous in the border, there's an increase of almost 70% in the last 9 years in terms of drug abuse to our youth. And in Northeast, there's almost 6.34% of the consumptions of drugs and compared to only 2.06% in the national average. So 3 times of the people who have fallen prey to the drugs because of unemployment, because of development of the people of Northeast. Therefore, I suggest that a special law should be taken a special law should be framed so that the people of the Northeast and the youth of the Northeast should be promoted, should help to solve the problems from the drug abuse. And another last point is like employment and poverty. I come from a state with matrilineal society. I could see that many of the women, many of the young people, when they are unemployed, and so many single women who take care of the family. So the government should have a policy to take care of the tribals who are not employed, but who are taking for the family, for the education of the children. So with Haryana story, where the youth of Haryana wants to go to Israel to get a job, same, so many are from the Northeast, they also have that aspirations that they should get a job wherever it be for their livelihood. Therefore, I request the government to take a serious issue for the employment of the people of the Northeast as well as the whole of India so that they can fulfill their promises during the elections. So with these words, sir, thank you for giving me time. I conclude my speech. Thank you, sir.
Hagjogpor ula thero ya Sorkar India kabla le bum Suidniew ya Jingdawa ha Manipur bat kumjo ka Jingsha Thombor Kristan ula krenru halor ka Jinge jong ka Jala Nagaland hagaba ka Sorkar India klasya soy tangban penya yo katba kampen bet ya ki Jinge bashisha.
Sir, the Honorable President has spoken about Northeast, especially the development in the Northeast in the present government. I come from the Northeast, but very unfortunate, the President fails to mention about the socio-ethnic and religious problems in the Northeast in Manipur. In Manipur, for the last 8 months, there's no internet. Why? Because the government doesn't want the people of India or the rest of the world to know how they failed in Manipur. In Manipur, out of 119 camps, relief camps, the conditions is deplorable. When Manipur is affected, the whole of the Northeast is in a problem. The border between India and the rest of our neighbor countries has been mishandled. Today, the Northeast, as I stand here, full of drugs. Therefore, there's a rise, almost 70% of drugs in the Northeast because of mishandled by the government. In Nagaland, almost 10 years after signing the framework agreement between the government and the stakeholders in Nagaland, there's no decision because of ego, because of lack of knowledge about the culture, the language, the history of Nagas. Nagas, they have a unique culture. Nagas, they have a history. Therefore, this government blindly signed an agreement without a conclusion. They know how to sign an agreement, how to market, but they don't know how to conclude the problems of Nagas. Therefore, in the Northeast, if the problem of Manipur and Nagaland is not solved, the solution in the Northeast is far from reality. So what is written, what is spoken, prepared for the Honorable President has been misled by the present government. I demand that the government take serious of the problems of Manipur and Nagaland. Then only there will be a development for our people in the Northeast.